Hello, beautiful people. My name is Strawberry Star, and welcome to our very first Q&A video. Yay! Anyway, a lot of you guys asked some really great questions. A lot of them were repeats, so I'm gonna end up bundling them together because I do want to answer all of the questions on here and read all the comments as well. Let's go ahead and let's get started. First question is, what are the upcoming shows you will react to? So I actually have a small list right now. It will expand, obviously, in time. Right now, my list consists of The Wolf, which I did start. I need to go back and redo. The Legend of Fae, Immortality when that comes out. We'll see when it comes out, because last time I heard it was postponed. Dulio Continent, I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's Xiao Zhan's drama that came out recently. Modao Zushi, the Donghua. I'll be doing that as a watch party at some point. Heaven's Official Blessing, Donghua, that came out. There's a few more of Priest works that are coming out this year, be turning into BL dramas. For those of you who don't know, Priest is the one who wrote Word of Honor and Guardian. Coming out with a lot more this year, very exciting. I will be finishing up Until We Meet Again. Tarn type. People want me to do that as a watch party. I will be doing that as a watch party at some point. Sodus, Love by Chance. I have to put Color Rush on there too. I heard that one was good. Game Boys. I have to finish Hello Stranger. Boys Lockdown. Gaya Pellicula. I have to finish Cherry Magic, but Cherry Magic right now is on hold because of the copyright strike I got. I mean, if anything, you guys could probably see the reactions to it. I will be putting it on Discord for anybody who's interested. Full episodes of each show that I watch is available on Discord. If you want to check that out, link is in the description. There's some amazing people in this group. I think we have almost 600 now. Osan's Love, I heard, is very funny. But there's just so many more on a list that I have to input in here. If you guys have any recommendations on shows, that it does not have to be BL. If you have any really good recommendations on shows, let me know down in the comments below. Alright, so can you tell us something about your background, your job, hobby? My current job, I am a supervisor at a group home. I take care of 4 mentally disabled women in their home. I just make sure that they have everything that they need as far as money, food, making sure that they get enough of what they need, with like appointments and everything like that. I've been working a ton because I just don't have enough people to help out. So that's why videos have been a little slow lately. I've been working a lot, and in my free time I try to record as well when I'm not sleeping. As far as hobbies go, right now I don't have a whole lot of time for hobbies, but whenever I have free time I try to write. Right now I am writing 2 books. If you guys want to know what those are about, let me know. At some point, I will be introducing you guys to the book. I'll probably put it on Discord. I probably will only when I finish it. There is one lucky person though on Discord that I talk to with the books, and they have the opportunity to read them because we encourage each other a lot to write, and she's also going to school to be a writer. So, alright, do you only watch BL drama or also boy-girl drama? If yes, which is your favorite? No, I do not only watch BL, even though it is my favorite thing to watch. My favorite, I have 2 favorite ones right now that I watched a couple years ago. That was Goblin, The Lonely Guardian, God, whatever it's called, Goblin. And then I watched Descendants of the Sun around the same time. Those 2 were just amazing. So you haven't seen those, they're Korean dramas, go check them out. I just finished We Love season 1 and 2, number 1 for you, and Fighting Mr. number 2, I guess are the other names for it. BL drama, 12 episodes, very good. Did you plan to react to it? I heard of We Best Love. I heard there's a season 3 verified. I will be checking it out as well. I will add it to my list of things to watch, so keep an eye out on that. It might take a while, but I will get to it. I'm not sure if you watch anime. If yes, have you thought about creating a second account with anime reactions? I used to watch anime all the time as a child and as a teenager. Now not so much. I haven't really gotten into an anime, I think, since One Punch Man. And then before that, I'm like more into the really old school anime, like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Sailor Moon, like the old Sailor Moon. Dragon Ball Z is stuff I grew up on. I loved the crap out of that stuff. I wouldn't mind getting back into anime. It'd probably take me a bit to get into. I don't know why I suddenly stopped or why my interest for it dropped, but it did. I would not create a second channel for it. If anything, I would just do it on the channel because it's a reaction channel. Could you react to Demo Biji? It's not BL as Cute Romance. I think the 2 seasons, the newest season has the most accurate one, Ultimate Note. You can't tell me that this or this or this is not considered BL. I have been watching this series in my own time. I have seen The Lost Tomb, the first one. The second one I'm finishing up. I'm still watching Ultimate Note. I started Sansei, Reunion, Sound of Providence. I watched season 1. Season 2, I'm almost done. So I'm watching quite a few of them. For those of you guys who don't know, this is about a trio group. They do like tomb raiding and things like that. There's many different shows, but it's the same universe. It has different actors in it, with every new, like, I don't want to say season because sometimes they have the second season, but like, you guys know what I mean. But they always have different actors whenever it comes to like the other books. Basically, they're still coming out with the books. The books, they're not, I haven't read the books, but they're not creating the shows in order either. So that just makes it more confusing for people who actually dive into the shows. They don't know what order they go in. It's very confusing, but it's very good. I really, really enjoy it. But there is a really cute BL romance in it, and it is considered BL in the book. Obviously, they can't make it as BL-ish obvious. Well, it is obvious, but you know what I mean, with censorship and everything, because it is Chinese. I mostly got into it because Zhu Yilong is in Reunion. I got into it that way. And also in Sansei, this is how I discovered the shows were connected with different actors. There was an actor in Sansei that I saw him in Lord. I haven't finished that show yet, but I thought he was a very good actor, so I dove into that. But yes, I probably won't be doing reactions to it just because I've already seen a lot of it in my own time. Hey you, how are you doing? I'm good, how are you? Hope everything is fine with you. My questions to you would be, how did you discover the world of BL? And what was your first BL drama that you watched? So my very first BL, non-Asian, from what I remember, is a show I watched a long time ago called Queer as Folk. That was like back in 2000 that came out. That was like my first like actual real BL show with me diving into like the gay community and everything like that, and just understanding it. And because when I first started watching it, I didn't really know a whole lot about it. Like, I was just getting to my first relationship. Very first relationship was with a female, and we were together for about 3 years, and then, you know, we kind of went our separate ways, and I've been dating men since then. That was my very first BL show. My very first Asian one, from what I remember, I mean, I've seen BL Asian shows like a long time ago, but I don't have any recollection of what they were about, anything. My very first full Asian BL was The Untamed, that I watched last year with you guys through watch parties. When I was not recording with the watch parties and doing that, I was watching Guardian in my own time. Guardian, I loved Shen Wei and Zhao Yulan's relationship. Like, that was like the best part of the show. I did not care for the story. Even after watching the show, I went ahead and read the book. That was a mess. No offense to the translators or anything like that, but overall, like, it was just so hard to read, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense. It was very confusing. It was very different compared to the show because of censorship. I don't know, I thought Baiyu and Zhu Yilong's connection in that show were really great, and both of them are just adorable. And that basically, that show sprouted my love for Zhu Long, and I've been trying to check out more of his dramas as well. And I just recently watched a show called Killer and Healer. It just came out this year, Chinese BL. Don't watch the last 15 minutes of the last episode. I think it's like 15 or 20 minutes. Just don't do it. Save yourself the heartache. I'm warning you. Unless you're a masochist and you enjoy that kind of pain, then don't do it. Other than that, it was pretty good. How I discovered is that with me being in a gay relationship at the time, it kind of opened the world for me on that kind of stuff. Just because I was still pretty young. I was like 17, 18, and I didn't really understand a whole lot. I was very interested just because of how open I am to everything. So I definitely wanted to learn, and then I got into the BL stuff, and then especially now after watching The Untamed, I feel like it helped kind of open more of the world to it, because I've always been interested in watching more of these shows. I just never had the opportunity to, or any recommendation ones as well were hard to find, because a lot of BLs don't end well, or they don't have really good stories or anything like that. So what's your favorite drama of all time, BL or not? Do I have a favorite drama? I mean, The Untamed is my favorite right now, but I just thought The Untamed was nearly dang perfect, and I just loved every bit of it. So right now, it's The Untamed. Do you like reading books? If yes, what genre do you like, and do you have recommendations? For someone who writes books, I am not an avid reader. I used to read all the time growing up as a kid, but now, not so much. I am reading the Word of Honor book. I'm reading up to a certain point, and then I'll finish the drama in between, and then I'll finish the book. And I did read the Modazushi book as well, which I will be doing a video on the comparisons between the book and the show after I finish posting all the videos, including the 2 movies that we watched. As far as recommendations, I'm sorry, I don't know. The last books I really read off the top of my head would be like Harry Potter or Twilight. And I loved Twilight books until the movies came out. I feel like the movies ruined it for me. And they overly play Harry Potter so much. I'm so sick of Harry Potter as well. No offense, but I mean, they used to be good a long time ago. What music do you like, and do you have a favorite artist? I love K-pop. I love J-pop as well. I'm getting a little bit into Chinese C-pop. For anybody who knows, knows these groups, I listen to TVXQ, SHINee, BoA, Lee Hidori, some of the really old school ones. And then BTS, of course. I don't know, there's quite a few that I listen to. I don't particularly have a favorite artist. I kind of just range all over and listen to a bunch of different people as much as possible, along with different songs. I also listen to Linkin Park when I'm upset or angry. When I'm writing or at work, I listen to a lot of instrumental stuff. I don't have a particular artist I listen to instrumental wise. So I do listen to that a lot. Otherwise, I always try to find some new stuff when I'm writing, because when you're writing, you want to get like in a good mood, or depending on the mood, you need the right music as well to help the motivation. So if you had to choose, would you rather listen to one artist the rest of your life, or listen to a new artist every day and no repeats? New artist every day, no repeats, because I love to discover new music all the time. So hands down. Really excited for your next reaction. Have a great day/tonight. You too. Thank you so much. First of all, I am really grateful to you because you decided to take the Q&A session. You have been my favorite YouTuber so far, and I hope to see you continue your channel until it's possible and until you can handle it. Well, thank you so much. Me being your favorite, I don't know about that, but I thank you so much. That's really flattering. If you're up to me, I would love to see your videos till forever, so I'm really curious about you and a lot of things related to your channel. Here are a bunch of questions I'd like you to have an answer for. If you don't mind, you can answer them. Also, you can choose to answer some of them and skip some of them. I will answer all of them for you, because you also buttered me up, and I love that. What's your real name? Just curious about the name of my favorite YouTuber. So, for those of you who don't know, my real name is Brittany, spelled Brittany. That's my real name. Why did you decide to do reactions of BL dramas only? This question is because seeing your channel, I realized you know about K-pop too, and these days K-pop music video reactions are very common, so wanted to know your reason to start a BL reaction. By the way, I love your reactions a lot, and I'm eagerly waiting for the Untamed remaining videos. Thank you. I honestly, I wasn't planning on doing BL only. Like, I wouldn't mind this being an only BL channel, but at the current rate, it's not going to be, but it's probably going to be mostly BL in the end, just because it is my favorite thing to watch. I started doing reactions basically because I was really tired of doing reactions to music videos. As much as I love music, I was just tired of it because I was doing music videos for the past 4.5 years of the channel, and it was really fun at first, but then I completely lost motivation for it. I tried getting back into it. I forced myself to get back into it, and I just kept stopping. With that, I wanted to do something different, and my best girl, my best friend, recommended the Untamed to me. She said it was amazing, so I decided to do a reaction video to that. I wanted to just do something new, and I'm so happy I did because all you guys are here, and it makes me so happy. This community is just amazing, and thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah, I'm just really happy that doing the Untamed opened up many, many doors for this channel. So thank you guys. What are your future plans for your channel? Like, are you going to add reactions to normal dramas, or are you going to do reactions to stuff your subscribers want you to react to? I don't have any plans right now. I do plan on doing other dramas or non-BL stuff, or even movies. It'll probably just be mostly foreign stuff. Very rarely I'll probably ever put anything like American or anything on here, just because I prefer to watch foreign stuff. That's just how I've been since I was younger. And as far as what subscribers want, you guys want me to react something, let me know. I do get quite a lot of requests, and I love your guys' requests. And you guys always seem to leave me some really good ones. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know in the comments below as well. Which BL drama has been your favorite until now? Right now, it's still the Untamed. Word of Honor, we will see. I don't want to have any judgments on it until I finish it. But as far as Wen Kexing and Zhao Zishuo's relationship is beautiful. I love it. The relationship is so good so far. But we'll see how it ends. Depending on how the drama ends will depend how much I like this drama. So right now, still the Untamed. Untamed is still crowned king. Will you be reacting to Addicted, the first Chinese BL series? I don't know. You guys seem to want me to. I will if you guys really, really want me to. I'll probably do it in my own time, just because I heard it's very questionable censorship-wise. I didn't really hear a lot of good things about it, but if you guys are really curious to see my reaction to it, I will do it if you want me to. Are you into webcomics? A lot of Chinese and Korean dramas these days are based on webcomics. Also, the BL series on webcomics is amazing, so wanted to know. Yes, I used to be really, really into reading webcomics. It's slowed down quite a bit since then. I do read them on Tapas and Webtoon, I think is what it's called. There's quite a few that I've been following on there that are BL as well. I know one for sure is getting a Netflix adaptation show, what the artist said. For anybody who's interested, I think it's called Heartstopper. It's a webtoon called Heartstopper if you want to check it out. It's really cute. But yeah, I heard that it's being turned into a TV show on Netflix. I don't know when it's coming out, but good for them. I'm really happy. But yeah, if you guys have any good recommendations for some as well that are on Tapas or webtoons, let me know, and I'll check them out as well. Are you mentally fine now? When I heard you were depressed, my heart broke into pieces, so wanted to make sure if you're doing fine. Also, don't keep things to yourself. We are always here to feel free to share your things with us, and I promise we won't judge. Take a chill pill, be the way you are, as though you're not perfect, you're a limited edition. I'm looking forward to your Q&A session. Thank you, you're so sweet. I'm mostly better now. I'm doing a lot better than I was. I still have my days where it's not good and all I want to do is sleep or something, especially with my job right now. It's definitely not helping with my mental state, but it's just something that I have to do, unfortunately. But yeah, I've been dealing with depression since I can remember, since I was a kid, unfortunately, but a lot better than what I was. And I know that I could talk to you guys about anything. I definitely appreciate you guys, and I love you guys so much for being here and being incredibly supportive with me and other people as well in the community. There's a lot of really great people in our community and on Discord. For anybody who wants someone to talk to or needs somebody to talk to, you can also message me on there privately if you need to. We are just all here for you guys, and I know that you guys are there for me too, so appreciate it. Thank you. So I do have quite a few regarding Cherry Magic right now. I was trying to finish the show. Right now it's going to be a little on hold. If anything, like I said, I'll put the full reaction videos on Discord. As of right now, I probably won't post them directly on YouTube because of the copyright strike that's gonna last until July. So yeah. Favorite standout characters or actors? I don't think I have a particular favorite actor, but as far as characters go, the character from Goblin, the Grim Reaper, he was my favorite in the show. If anybody hasn't seen that show, go check it out. Like, the Goblin and the Grim Reaper relationship was hilarious. It's like a cute little bromance. I loved Wei Wuxian because of how selfless he is and just loving towards the people around him. Wen character, just because of how sweet he is. He's adorable. He's very loving. Chengling, just being the sweet little boy that he is and wanted to be understanding with everything. Wen Kexing, just how flirty he is with his husband. It's so cute. And Zishu was just being like wanting to accept and learn about Kexing, but it's very difficult when someone won't completely open up to you, but he's being very patient about it. And I can't wait to see what happens next. Wayne Young from Word of Honor as well, so far. Just because he's such a sweet boy and he just loves Xiang so much, and he's just being a cute little boy. There's just so many characters in TV shows and movies that I just adore and love so much, and a lot of them probably just don't make sense. Like, I loved Meng Yao in a way, not his actions obviously, but in a way I loved his character with how devious he was and mistrusting, and like just because the way he was in the beginning to who he was in the end was completely like 180 kind of difference. And from which country, China, Korea, Japan, is your favorite? Okay, so as far as China, The Untamed is my favorite. Korea would be Goblin. Japan, I haven't seen too many Japanese dramas. I'm loving the crap out of Cherry Magic though, even though I haven't finished it yet. And my favorite things to watch from Japan is Studio Ghibli, Hayao Miyazaki films. If you haven't seen those, go check them out. They're beyond gorgeous anime. Like that, those are the anime movies I'm always into, extremely. What is your horoscope? I am a Sagittarius, and I really hope one day you'll react to the anime movie The Clouds Gather. I've never heard of The Clouds Gather. I'll probably check it out and see what it's all about for you guys. It'll make my day. Closely following your Word of Honor reaction. Can't wait for you to react to all episodes. I know I can't wait either, so thank you for being here and checking that out. I don't know if you don't mind, where are you from? Most liked and least favorite BL? How are you doing? I don't know, I'm bad at this. You're not bad at it, it's okay. I am from Minnesota in the United States. It's a very boring state where it snows most of the time, it seems. And the weather literally is all over the place. Like one day it'll be 80 degrees and then the next day it'll be snowing. It's the way it is here, unfortunately. My least favorite BL, like I said, I haven't seen too many yet. My least favorite will be Killer and Healer and Guardian, unfortunately. I liked a lot of Killer and Healer, but with how it ended, basically threw it all under for me. I hated the ending so much. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Your favorite genre of movies / shows? Favorite genre would be BL. Would be my favorite. Or fantasy. I love fantasy and BL. Which places, countries would you like to travel to? I would love to go to Asia. I would love to go throughout Asia, China, Japan, Thailand, Korea, like all these different Asian countries just to see what they're like, just because the culture and the food and the people just amaze me. So those are definitely one of the many places that I want to go to. Do you speak any languages besides your native one? Fluently, no. The only fluent language I have is English and bad English. But I can speak a little bit of Chinese, a little bit of Japanese, a little Korean. I speak more Korean than any of the other ones. The only full sentence I can say is 저는 미국 사람입니다, which means I'm an American. So that's all I have memorized. It's sentence-wise. But there's a lot of like little individual things that I could say in Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. You guys have heard me say it quite a few in some of the shows I've watched. So what is your favorite video game? As of right now, Uncharted 4 is my favorite. I haven't really played a whole lot of video games lately, even though I have a video game channel. I'm gonna try to get back into that once I actually have time, because I'm primarily trying to focus on this channel and the reactions on this channel when I'm not working, and work is basically taking up all my time, so I'm trying really hard to get back into gaming. I really miss it, but Uncharted 4 was beautiful. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Teleportation. But the most important question, does pineapple belong on pizza? No. I don't care if you like it on pizza, but no. Just like I don't think fruit belongs in salads either. That's just gross. Don't do that. I'm very picky with food. Have you ever read the novels of any Chinese BL dramas that you've watched? By the way, love your reactions. Thank you so much. Like I said, I have read Modazushi, the book, currently reading Word of Honor, and I read Guardian. I will gradually read more books the more I find them and more they're readily available. How did you discover Chinese drama? I was into Chinese films as a child growing up because I loved how beautiful they were. There was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon that I watched a lot of. Really old film. House of Flying Daggers with Ziyi Zhang in it. Loved her growing up. She's in both of those movies, by the way. That movie was just so beautiful. I just thought it was the most beautiful thing I ever watched. I mainly only watched it because of the beauty of the movie. In all honesty, growing up, for some reason, I did not like the sound of Chinese, like the language. And then for some reason, ingrained in my brain growing up, I just refused to really give Chinese language a chance, and I feel so bad about that. But that's just how I was as a child, because I was so used to listening to Japanese because I was into anime, and I feel so bad that I never really gave Chinese dramas or anything like that a chance growing up. The Untamed basically is where I'm like, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch this, and I'm gonna get used to the language, because in all, the Chinese language is beautiful. Just like the Japanese, just like the Korean, just like the Thai. It's like all of these languages are just so beautiful in their own way. And I hate that it took me so long to actually sit down and actually listen to it and watch something in Chinese. But because I was so biased as a child, I never really gave any drama a chance up until last year officially. I was also really into Jackie Chan as a kid. I loved watching his films with just the martial arts that he did and just how like all over the place he was. I watched a lot of his stuff, and I always thought China was beautiful with the films that I watched, but I just felt bad I never gave it a chance. And I have some questions for you guys. You guys thought this would only be a video about me. Well, you're wrong, because I don't like making things about myself. Which is why I never call this channel my channel. I always call it our channel, because all of us make this channel the way it is today. Just like the Discord server, I don't call it my Discord server. I call it our Discord server. I don't like even making things about myself. I don't like being the center of attention, even though on this channel I am the center of attention, basically. But you guys know what I mean. But yeah, questions for you guys. What is your name? What country are you from? How old are you? Do you have a favorite food? Do you have favorite music? If there is a place you could travel to, money not being an issue, where would it be? What is your ultimate dream job? If money also was not an issue, or schooling or anything like that. What is your favorite BL show, or just show in general, or movie? Those are my questions for you guys. And thank you so much for asking questions on this very first Q&A. And I will see you guys around. Thank you guys for being here. Bye.